You ever wake up in a hotel room with no pants, a fake passport, and 3 missed calls from your ex-wife and your parole officer? Yeah? Then you need alibi shades. Courtrooms, backdoor meeting, or the back of a police car. Developed by the same guys who invented selective memory, these shades are designed to block flashbangs, questions, eye contact with snitches, the crushing weight of moral responsibility. Alibi shades. I ain't seen nothing, officer, just the sunrise and my manicure. Alibi shades in interrogation black, snitch-proof smoke, and witness protection chrome. Alibi shades for when you gotta look the DA dead in the face and say, never met the guy. Available at Lou Carboni's Pawn and Optometry, under Bambi's mattress and select glove compartments in Newark.
Muggs, what the fuck you doing in there, you prick?
Pizzaverse Studios. Palermo Productions. The Real Ginger McKenna. The Woman Behind Casino. Written by Bambi Palermo. Narrated by Vincent DiPrio. Las Vegas. A city built in the desert on neon lights, high-stakes gambling, and dreams of easy money. Today, the casinos are run by billion-dollar corporations. Security cameras watch every inch of the floor, and the days of mob control are mostly remembered through movies and old newspaper headlines. But during the 1960s and 1970s, Las Vegas wasn't controlled by corporations. It was controlled by the American Mafia. Behind the glittering casino floors and luxurious showrooms were hidden financial pipelines that sent millions of dollars back to mob bosses in Chicago, Kansas City, Milwaukee, and Cleveland. Money was quietly skimmed off the top of casino profits before taxes were ever paid. And right in the middle of that world, surrounded by gamblers, gangsters, and millionaires, was a woman whose life would become one of the most tragic stories in mob history. Her name was Geri McGee, the woman who inspired Ginger McKenna in the Martin Scorsese film Casino. But the real story of Geri McGee was far more complicated than Hollywood ever showed. It's a story about glamour, addiction, manipulation, and the dangerous collision between organized crime and human weakness. The birth of Las Vegas mob control. To understand Geri McGee's story, we need to go back to the moment when Las Vegas became a mob playground. After World War II, Las Vegas exploded in popularity. New casinos opened across the desert, and organized crime families quickly realized the potential. The mob loved casinos for one simple reason: cash. Unlike most businesses, casinos generated enormous amounts of physical cash every single night. And cash was very easy to hide. Mob bosses began secretly investing in casinos through front men. One of the most powerful mob organizations involved in Vegas was the Chicago Outfit. By the late 1960s, outfit bosses were skimming millions of dollars from several casinos. The skim worked like this. Casino workers secretly removed cash from counting rooms before the money was officially recorded. That cash was then flown back to mob bosses in cities like Chicago, Kansas City, Milwaukee, Cleveland. Millions disappeared this way every year. And one of the key figures running these casinos was a brilliant gambling expert named Frank "Lefty" Rosenthal. The rise of Geri McGee. Geri McGee was born Geraldine McGee in 1935 in Los Angeles. From a young age, she had a personality that drew attention. She was confident, charismatic, and extremely beautiful. By the time she reached adulthood, Geri had become deeply involved in the Las Vegas nightlife scene. In the 1960s, Las Vegas was filled with showgirls, cocktail waitresses, entertainers, and women who moved between casinos and high-roller parties. Geri became one of the most well-known women in that world. She wasn't just a performer. She was known as a casino hustler. That meant she spent time with wealthy gamblers, convincing them to spend money on her. These gamblers bought her expensive jewelry, luxury clothing, cash gifts, expensive dinners and trips. Geri developed a reputation as one of the most glamorous women in Vegas. She could walk into a casino and instantly attract the attention of the richest gamblers in the room. But beneath the glamour was a much darker lifestyle. Vegas nightlife in the 1960s was filled with drugs, alcohol, organized crime, hustlers and con artists. And Geri moved comfortably through all of it. The man from her past. Long before she met Frank Rosenthal, Geri had already been involved with another man. His name was Lenny Marmor. Marmor was a small-time criminal and con artist who had a deep emotional hold over Geri. He was charming, manipulative, and constantly in trouble with the law. Despite his criminal lifestyle, Geri remained deeply attached to him. When Martin Scorsese made the film Casino, the character Lester Diamond was based on Lenny Marmor. In the film, Lester is portrayed as a weak and manipulative hustler who constantly drains Ginger's money. In real life, the situation was very similar. Even after she met Frank Rosenthal, Geri continued seeing Marmor. And that would create enormous problems later. Marriage to Frank Rosenthal. In 1969, Frank Rosenthal married Geri McGee. At first, their life together seemed perfect. Rosenthal had money, power, and influence in Las Vegas. Geri had beauty, charm, and access to elite social circles. The two became one of the most famous couples in the Vegas casino world. They had 2 children together and lived in a luxurious home. But the marriage quickly began to fall apart. Rosenthal was a disciplined businessman who focused on running casinos. Geri still lived the chaotic lifestyle of Vegas nightlife. She partied heavily. She continued communicating with Lenny Marmor. And she developed a growing addiction to drugs. Rosenthal became increasingly suspicious that she was secretly giving Marmor money. The fights between them became intense, and sometimes violent. Enter Tony Spilotro. While Rosenthal ran casinos, another Chicago outfit figure operated in Las Vegas. His name was Tony Spilotro. Spilotro was the outfit's official representative in Vegas. His job was to protect mob interests. Unlike Rosenthal, Spilotro was extremely violent. He ran a burglary crew known as the Hole-in-the-Wall Gang. They specialized in breaking into businesses and safes across Las Vegas. Spilotro's violent activities began attracting attention from federal investigators. The FBI started building major cases against the mob's Vegas operations. Eventually, federal investigators would expose the casino skim operation. The mob's grip on Las Vegas was beginning to crumble. the collapse of the Rosenthal marriage. By the late 1970s, the marriage between Rosenthal and Geri had completely collapsed. Geri's drug addiction worsened. She spent large amounts of money on drugs and alcohol. Rosenthal accused her of secretly meeting with Lenny Marmor. At one point, Geri attempted to flee to Los Angeles with their children. Rosenthal managed to bring them back to Las Vegas. But the damage was done. The couple entered a bitter divorce battle. The fights between them became public and humiliating. What had once been one of Vegas's most glamorous marriages turned into a tragic spectacle. The Rosenthal car bomb. In 1982, something shocking happened. Frank Rosenthal's car exploded outside a Las Vegas restaurant. A bomb had been planted under the vehicle. Miraculously, Rosenthal survived the explosion. Many investigators believe the attack was connected to mob tensions surrounding the Vegas skim operation. The Chicago outfit was beginning to distance itself from Rosenthal and Spilotro as federal investigations intensified. Vegas was changing, and the mob era was ending. The death of Geri McGee. Later that same year, tragedy struck. In November 1982, Geri McGee was found dead in a motel room in Los Angeles. She had died from a drug overdose. She was only 46 years old. The woman who once lived among the richest gamblers in Las Vegas had died alone. Her life had collapsed under the weight of addiction and emotional turmoil. Hollywood tells the story. Years later, director Martin Scorsese would turn the Vegas mob era into one of the most famous crime films ever made. The movie Casino, 1995, told the story of Frank Rosenthal, Tony Spilotro, and Geri McGee. But Hollywood changed some details. The characters were renamed. Frank Rosenthal, Sam Rothstein. Tony Spilotro, Nicky Santoro. Geri McGee, Ginger McKenna. Sharon Stone's portrayal of Ginger earned her an Academy Award nomination. But even the film couldn't fully capture the chaos of Geri McGee's life. The real story was more complicated and far more tragic. The story of Geri McGee is not just a mob story. It's a story about the illusion of glamour. Las Vegas in the 1970s looked like paradise. But behind the bright lights were organized crime, addiction, corruption, betrayal. Geri McGee lived inside that world. And like many people who got too close to it, she couldn't escape it. The casinos of Las Vegas still stand today. The lights are brighter than ever. But the mobsters who once controlled the city have long since faded into history. Their stories remain hidden behind the neon glow of the desert. And sometimes behind the glamour of Hollywood movies. Are real lives that ended far more tragically than anyone expected. If you enjoy deep dives into organized crime history, true crime documentaries, and the real stories behind Hollywood films, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Here at Pizzaverse Studios, we explore the hidden history of organized crime across America. More documentaries are coming soon. This documentary was produced by Pizzaverse Studios, Palermo Productions, written by Bambi Palermo, narrated by Vincent DiPrio. Thanks for watching.
Some men sail for freedom. He sails for justice, and maybe a little petty revenge. They call him the Admiral, but he ain't commanding no ships, just taking them down. From fake wise guys to clickbait captains, nobody outruns the Iron Fist. He don't play politics. He declares war. He's been banned more times than a Jersey driver in Manhattan, and still comes back like low-tide meaner and saltier than before. Admiral Impeach, Iron Fist Reserve. Now he's distilled that same fury into a bottle, aged in oak barrels and bad decisions. Each sip hits harder than a subpoena. Justice ain't blind. She's just ducking me. One shot'll make you brave. Two'll make you bulletproof. 3, you'll start a YouTube war from your couch. Tagline on screen: Admiral Impeach, Iron Fist Reserve. Distilled for legends, bottled for revenge.
You've heard of that girl? It's like she tries to be, but she's not. You seen her hair?
I seen her hair.
Wig. Look, just like how I'm dressed right now.
Girl, you look exactly like her.
Over here.
You can be her. Look, you can be her.
Look at me. I look like her.
Just say a random words. You got it. I could never.
I could never.
I will never let a dude that lie to himself come and lie to my face and believe it. I don't gotta kick it with you to know you ain't shit. Trust me, I seen it. I done got up in my bag and ain't getting out till I break and I bust out the seams. Got a little something about me. I got a team and I got me a family to feed. And I really got a bone to pick with anybody that be trying to be my competition. Start with closing your legs, then close your fist. And it's just self in the face. I don't even know you hoes exist. You should focus on bread. That's what you're supposed to get. But you focus on me, so you broke as shit. All them thirst trap pics, you still broke as shit. Goddamn, could never be you, huh? Could never be you. Could never be me. No, it can never be you. Never be me, huh? It could never be you. Could never be me, huh? It could never be you. Why do you bitches love saying could never be me, but it really could never be you? You be so happy to brag that, but in fact that seems like terrible news. And apparently you really arrogant too. I'd be scared to share it, that's embarrassing you. You could never be this rich, real ass bitch, pretty as a bitch get, and I never met you. But judging by the way you spending your time, it's 11 p.m. and you hating online. And I looked at your page, what did I find? You posted your man, he doesn't reply. Cause you have the memes that the hoes only post whenever they go through it with someone they love. Same time, you be posting your saddies, the same time you be posting the club. Can never be you. Could never be you. Could never be you, huh? It could never be you. It could never be you, huh? It could never be you. Bitch, it could never be you, huh? It could never be you. I'm well aware that real bitches outnumbered, cause all you little clones exist. Real bitch, I can't help but wonder, why there no common sense? Cause we look similar but opposite. I don't take the time to be talking shit. I am way too busy for commenting anything that's not dope or positive. How you hate on women but dog dudes dick when the dudes you hard I do not give shits about you, your love, or your dollars spent. He want him a Betty on some model shit, cause he also got esteem problems and all the validation you offer him. Don't mean shit to him, you little box-shaped bitch, but you hating on me, that does not make sense. And you trying to be a bad bitch, but you ain't getting that a bad bitch start by being a real bitch. Real bitches ain't hating on bitches that make chips. You buy all the right things, still come off basic. It's the same type of girl that say it's not it, sis, when really it is it. It's just that you isn't, you lacking the vision. We look at shit different, cause you follow transcend. I literally transcend, but shit, it could never be you, huh? Could never be you. Could never be me. No, it could never be you. Never be me, huh? It could never be you. Could never be me, huh? It could never be you.